Have you ever had the experience where you pick up the electric guitar and you suck? You have played acoustic for a long time, you're pretty happy with it, but every time you pick this thing up, it just doesn't sound good. I had that experience for a long time, and I think I know the reason why. There's a big reason why, and I'm gonna show you that today. And by the end of this lesson, you're gonna be sounding a lot better. Alright, if you just follow the steps that I show you. Now, you might notice that I'm playing a lot more electric guitar recently. I'm getting really, really into it. Normally, I do play acoustic, and I've discovered pedals recently. I don't know why it's taken me so long, but I've went down the rabbit hole and I've got a lot of them. But I could get more. So don't tell my wife though. But if you do recommend any pedals that I must have, please let me know in the comments. I've got a compressor, overdrive, wah, delay. It's all great. Anyways, I'm not that technical. That's why I didn't go down the electric guitar road right away. But you know, when I did, I learned a few things, and the biggest thing was how to play chords. Okay, now we're going to start with a chord progression. I'm going to give you something to play that's going to sound amazing on the electric guitar. Just a little bit of reverb is all you need, and this is going to sound beautiful. Now, the chord progression, we have an E, we have a B, a G sharp minor, and an A. Now, that's how I would play it on an acoustic guitar. But we're playing electric. So let's look at how, you know, the pros would play that, right? Especially if you're in a band setting and you don't want these big beefy chords playing out, right? If you've got keyboards playing and different things, different instruments, you don't want to be filling the room too much, right? So we're going to look at triads. And we're going to look at the beauty of triads. Why people talk about triads so much. You might be sick to death about people talking about triads, but after this, you're going to love them. Okay, so we're going to play, just follow this. We're going to play, I'm going to switch my screen. We're going to play an E, or E chord like this, okay? Now this is derived from the C shape, okay, with the E root here and the A string. So we've got this shape here, right? Which is 4 in the G, 5 in the B, 6 in the D. Right? That's our E. Our B, we're going to play like this. We're going to play an A shape on the 4th fret, which just comes from this shape here. So we've got this. And then we're going to play our G sharp minor like this, right? Which is just basically derived from this big shape, right? We've got 6, 6, 4 from the A string. And then I'm going to move up to the A like this. Just using the E shape, okay? Which is 7, 7, 6. So I've got this, right? How lovely is that, right? So what did I do there, right? Now this is the beauty of it. I played the exact same chords, but I just took a different triad out of the big shape, right? So rather than play the A, this part of it, I took these notes out. And with the G sharp minor, rather than play these notes, I played the bottom. Just a simple change like that just makes all the difference, you know? So again, we got... Lovely, right? And it's got a total different vibe to that kind of thing, right? So yeah, now let's take that one step further, right? Because there's different places we can play that, all right? But if I take the A shape for an E here, right? It's another E. And then I can play the D shape for a B here on the 11th and 12th fret. You've got a B note here, you can make the D shape. I can play the G sharp, I've got a G sharp minor there, I can play the D minor shape. And we have the C shape here for A. So I could play this, I could play E, B, G sharp minor, A, Right guys, there you have it. One little change, just looking at the board in terms of triads. Now, if you're not comfortable with triads, the cage system, all that stuff, then this is what I do. This is what I teach my students. And yeah, I've got a 12-week program called Fretboard Freedom that I'll take you through as a private student, weekly check-ins, weekly calls, and make sure that you really understand this stuff. Because once you do, you know, it changes the game. Alright, so you can check that out in the description. Otherwise, you know, just keep on watching these lessons every single week. New ones. So if you're new, subscribe. If you like this video and you learn something, if you like it, hype it. That's a thing, apparently. And I'll see you guys in the next one.